Hi guys, welcome you all to my channel Explore Edu to Teach.
That will be beginning aptitude is going to be time and work aptitude problems. So we will be solving two problems on time and work. We'll try to understand how do we approach such kind of problems when it is given as a part of aptitude in case of your placement exams, in case of your competitive exams. So we'll try to solve two problems and we'll try to get a better understanding about it. Also, all this PPT will be uploaded on my Telegram page. The links of my Telegram page is given down in the description box. You can follow me on Telegram. Also, on my Instagram page On my Instagram page, all the formula sheets and everything are going to be uploaded. So you can follow me on Instagram. The links are given down in the description box. So let's begin up with the first problem on time and work, and let's see how do we approach this problem. The question says, 2 men or 3 women or 5 boys. So it means either 2 men or 3 women or 5 boys can do a piece of work in 50 days. In how many days can 1 man and 1 woman can do this work? So please try to understand. 2 men can do the work in 50 days, a particular work. 3 men can do the same work in 50 days. 5 boys can do the same work in 50 days. So what is the number of days required if 1 man and 1 woman have to do the complete work? Okay, so a particular work X can be done by 2 men in 50 days, by 3 women in 50 days, by 5 boys in 50 days. So that particular work, it has to be completed by 1 man and 1 woman. How many days it will take? So 2 men can do a piece of work in 50 days. So 1 man can do it in 100 days, obviously, into 2. 3 women can do a work in 50 days. So 1 woman can do that work in 150 days. 5 boys can do a piece of work in 50 days. So 1 boy can do the same work in 150 days. That is 50 into 5, that is 1 is 250. Okay. So, if we have to first understand how many days will be taken by 1 man or 1 woman, we'll have to go in this way. So, what you need to do is that whatever are the people given to you in the question, okay, try to find out how much time will be taken by 1 person. So, if there are 2 men, how much time will be taken by 1 man? If there are 3 women, how much time will be taken by 1 woman? If there are 5 boys, how much time will be taken by 1 boy? So, whatever is the number of days, just multiply those individual days. That is 100 into 150 into 250. That will be the number of chairs. Okay, or anything. So, what am I doing is that you have to find out what is going to be the time required by 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy. So, those number of days you just need to multiply. 100 into 150 into 250. So that will be the number of chairs. So if this chairs or anything, it can be any work. I'm assuming it to be chairs. So what you need to do is that try to find out the number of days required by a single person. So since there are given 2 men, 3 women, 5 boys, try to find out by 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy, and those number of days will be equal to the number of works. That will be equal to multiplication of all the numbers will be equal to the number of works. That is, total number of chairs is equal to 100 into 150 into 250. Therefore, the number of chairs by 1 man is going to be 150 into 250 chairs per day. Okay. So the number of chairs by 1 man is going to be 100 into 150 into 250 divided by 100 for 1 man, which is going to be 150 into 250 chairs per day. Similarly, the number of chairs by 1 woman is equal to 100 into 150 into 250, and that value has to be divided by woman number, that is 150, which is going to be 200 into 250. And the number of chairs by 1 boy is going to be 100 into 150 into 50 by 250 is equal to 100 into 150. So just try to understand the procedure in which you solve such problems. If you understand the procedure, then the same procedure can be applied to any other problem in terms of time and work. So they told you the time required by 2 women, 3 women, 5 boys to try to find out for 1 man, 1 woman, and 1 boy. Whatever is the number of days, just multiply them to take it as the work in terms of chairs or whatever it is. So you need to find out the number of chairs that can be done by 1 man per day, by 1 woman per day, and 1 boy per day. So what do you get understanding from it? That 1 man and 1 woman, okay, can do 150 into 250 plus 100 into 250, which is equal to 62,500 chairs. So that is very important. So 1 man and 1 woman can do 62,500 chairs per day. So if one day it takes 62,500, how many days will be required for the total chair? That is 100 into 150 into 250. That will be 60 days. Why did I consider 1 man and 1 woman? Because that's what they asked the question. So just give you an idea about how you're going to solve the question. So whenever they give you a particular question in terms of time and work, try to find out the number of days required by a single person. So for 2 men, 1 man is 100 days, 3 women, 1 woman is 150 days, 5 boys is 50 days, 1 boy will be 250 days. Therefore, just multiply all this number of days individually. 100 into 150 into 250 will be the number of work. Here I am considering it as chair. So the number of chairs by 1 man is 150 into 250 chairs per day. Number of chairs by 1 woman is 100 into 250 chairs per day. And the number of chairs by 1 boy is equal to 100 into 150 chairs per day. Therefore, in one day, 1 man, 1 woman can do 150 into 250 plus 100 into 250. That is 62,500. So in one day, we can have 62,500 chairs by 1 man and 1 woman. That is the number of days required for so many chairs. 100 into 150 to 250 is equal to 60 days. That is very important. So that is the way in which you solve the question. The second question says, A finishes a piece of work in 10 days. B finishes the same work in 15 days. Find the total number of days required to do total work if both work together. So what did I tell you? What is the first thing? You need to find out what is the time period required by a particular person. So A can finish the work in 10 days. B can do it in 15 days. So let us consider the number of work or the number of chairs. In this case, I am just taking an example. It's going to be 10 into 15, that is 150 chairs. Now, how many chairs can A do per day? That is 10 into 15 by 10 is 15 chairs per day. How many chairs can B do in a day? 10 into 15 by 15, that is 10 chairs per day. Therefore, in one day, if A and B work together, it's going to be 25 chairs. Therefore, in how many days it's going to be 150 chairs? It's going to be 6 days. So it's the same procedure, right? Try to find out that how much time will be required by a single person. So A will require 10 days, straight away given to you. B will require 15 days. Therefore, total chairs required is 10 into 15 is 150. Now, 150 chairs can be done is the number of work to be done. Now, A can do 15 chairs per day. How is it? 10 into 15 by 10. B can do 10 into 15 by 15, 10 chairs per day. Therefore, one day you will have 10 plus 15, 25 chairs if A and B work together. So, how many days will be required for 150 chairs? That's going to be 6 days. So, that is the way in which you approach. So, the approach for solving such questions has to be very clear, wherein you try to find out how much time will be required by one particular person. 1 man, 1 woman, 1 boy. That time should be multiplied to understand the number of work which is present. Then try to find out the number of days the number of chairs that can be done by a particular person single day wise. So, by 1 man, 1 woman, 1 boy is so and so. Therefore, 1 man and 1 woman can do this many chairs. So, how many days for this many chairs? Try to find out the answer. And so is the next question. So if you like this particular video, do not forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram and Telegram for all the updates. The links are given down in the description box. And also please share it to all your friends and everything. It's a very important thing from the job point of view for your placements as well as in your competitive exams for your aptitude section. So thank you so much guys. God bless.